Tonight on the show, this year's Eurovision hopeful. Can we have the comments from the Swedish jury? Hello, Stockholm. Oh. Hello, London. Thank you for this wonderful show you are giving us. Can I say, you are looking gorgeous. And can I say, you're looking repulsive. Let's have the show! I know what you're thinking, 0 points for acting. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got 12 points for our guest tonight. From Twilight and the new Snow White film, the gorgeous Kristen Stewart is here. America's funniest stand-up comedian Chris Rock is on the show. From Episodes, one of my favorite actors, Stephen Mangan is on the show. Much excitement. Britain's Eurovision entry, the musical legend that is Engelbert Humperdinck is here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's here. The hump. Engelbert Humperdinck. Surely one of the biggest names we've ever had on the show. Certainly one of the highest scoring in Scrabble. Sorry, kids. Words with friends. Yeah. I understand. This year's Eurovision is off to Azerbaijan, in the very heart of Europe, just between Syria and Iran. I've had to have injections. That's not Europe. Engelbert isn't the oldest performer in this year's Eurovision. Here's Russia's entry. There they are. The last of the summer vodka. I haven't learned all the names, but I think the one in the end is Potato Spice. Wait a minute. If they're singing in Eurovision, who's cleaning my house? I'm worried. It's going to be a great competition this year. Greece, really going for it. They are spending every penny the country has on their band. 11 euros, ladies and gentlemen. 11 euros. I've been to Azerbaijan before, actually. I have, yeah. It's where you land when you fly to Paris with EasyJet. Now, it is a long flight, and I'm just hoping I don't get sat next to any of those nutters who go every year. You know. Ireland is represented by Jedward again. But hey, I know, yes. Because I'm sure the Azerbaijanis will greet them with open arms. Yeah. Wait till they see me. This is going to be one of my favorite episodes. It's Stephen Mangan! Suited and booted. Hello, sir. How are you? Very nice to see you. Have a seat. Stephen Mangan. He's the jewel in America's comedy crown. It's Chris Rock! Woo! Woo! Come here to see you. Have a seat. Chris Rock, ladies and gentlemen. And she's a guest I can really sink my teeth into. It's Kristen Stewart! Oh, well, did the kissing confuse you? I'm sorry.
Every time, I just can't get it straight, no matter what.
It's Europe. We just kiss a lot. Keep kissing. You'll offend no one.
Awesome.
Now, obviously, there's some tryhards here. And they spent minutes making those signs. You must feel so loved right now. Are they everywhere you go, the tryhards?
I guess you can't always necessarily tell. I have gotten better at spotting them, though. I mean, a few characteristics always kind of give them away. It's like...
I see what you mean. But you have a good rep for spending time with the fans. Like, on blogs and things, they say you're really nice to them.
Well, I really like them.
Oh.
So.
They give you lots of money. I like them, too.
Because, Chris Rock, do you get kind of mobbed on the street?
Yeah, just by the Twilight fans, actually. They just run up and bite me. Ha! Twilight, bitch! What's that about?
Well, you must have a whole new group of kids who love you now.
Kids do love me.
Yeah.
Kids do love me, and I love them. Not in the Michael Jackson way. I know he's dead, but come on.
It's like that's all been forgotten.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Yeah, that's all. No, the kids love me because I'm Marty the zebra from Madagascar.
Yeah. So do you have to just stand there doing the voice for them?
I do the voice quite often. I had to go read for my daughter's class a couple of days ago. They have this thing called the mystery reader. And it means every week one parent will read to the class. And last week I read Curious George Goes to the Hospital to my daughter's...
Beautiful story.
Yes, it's the greatest story of all time.
Yeah.
Anyway, the kids, I read the story, and then they were like, can you do Marty? Can you sing Afro Circus? And I'm just like... Anything for my child.
Aww.
You know.
And Stephen Mangan, you get recognised, but some of the recognition sounds really annoying. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. Dan.
Yes.
Yes. Did you ever know a show called Alan Partridge? Have you heard of that show? This big show over here. Steve Coogan.
Oh, Steve
played
Coogan.
this DJ.
I thought you were Steve Coogan.
Well, you're not the first. Well, I was
You're
cast.
not Steve Coogan?
I'm not.
What the hell is he doing here? They told me Steve Coogan was on the show. That's the only reason I did it.
You'll love Stephen, you'll love him.
Okay.
Well, I was cast in this thing because I'm playing Steve Coogan's doppelganger.
Okay.
A guy called Dan, and there's a scene in it where he spots me across a car park and he shouts, Dan. In the script, it just says Dan, but on the day, Steve shouted Dan about 70 times. Dan! 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 And it became a bit of a thing over here. So, for every time I go to a shop, not every time, but a lot, you go to a shop and the guy at the checkout, Dan! Dan! To make it work, you have to do it 15 times, so I just have to stand there.
You are no Steve Coogan. I mean, you're good. I'm sure you're good.
Oh, dear. Now, Crystal Stewart, don't worry. By the way, Twihards, don't worry. We are talking about Twilight. We will be talking about Twilight later. But first, let's talk about your new movie, Snow White and the Huntsman.
Oh,
Yes.
God, I'm excited now.
I know. Yeah.
Snow White and the Huntsman.
I read for one of the dwarfs. I auditioned, yeah, for Blackie, the little dwarf. Didn't get it.
Now, obviously, we think we know the story of Snow White, but what makes this different? Because obviously it's a kind of retelling.
Well, I think everybody probably thinks that they know exactly what will happen, and I do think that we do a fairly classical telling of the story in terms of who she is as a character, but we live in a much more dangerous world. It's like every time you think destiny has your back, he's going to screw you over. So she starts off kind of as an extremely stunted child, crazy emotionally, socially, like freak of nature, and she becomes Snow White in the face of very difficult adversity, you know.
Yes.
So they're trying to kill you, huh?
They are, yeah.
Have you ever been in a movie where people weren't trying to kill you? It's like they got to kill her. We cannot let Kristen Stewart live to the end.
And the movie, Snow White and the Huntsman, it's going to be in cinemas on the 1st of June, and we've got a clip, and I think this is you and the huntsman in danger. I'll say no more.
Okay.
Here we go.
What is it?
Shh.
Troll! Run! Right.
like an ad for Listerine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a Snow White I grew up with.
No, there's lots of big fight scenes in it, and, you know, you doing a lot of the fighting. But didn't you injure Chris Hemsworth?
You know, he needed a bit of roughing up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But no disrespect, you don't look strong enough to have kind of really injured Chris Hemsworth.
Come on, man, really.
It's the movies, man.
Now I feel like I'm challenged to a fight. I really know. Really, you'll win. You're fine. But so, did you kind of stop production or anything?
I punched him right out of his close-up, and actually, it's funny now, but when it happened, I instantly was like, I've just ruined the movie, because I love this thing, and I thought that we were going to have to stop filming. I thought he was going to start crying. He did kind of. He spun right out of it, and
Wow.
he was kind of a dickhead, too. So. He's like the nicest guy in the world. I was really lucky that I happened to clock Chris Hemsworth. He's like, couldn't be a better person.
I've worked with him just now. He's a dickhead.
horrible,
He's
isn't he?
amazing.
But no, because lots of actors, things go wrong on stage, but you seem to have, like, in the fight, there's like a list of terrible things that happen to you.
How that happens to me. Oh, yeah, I did a play where I had to fire a gun, and a woman in the second row had audibly gone to sleep about 20 minutes before. And I fired the gun, and I was sort of keeping an eye out for her, because I thought, this will wake her up. And I was like, ah! And she woke up, and there's a big pause on stage, and a big pause from her as well, and then she gets up and starts to shuffle out, and you hear her friend saying, where are you going? She said, I've shit myself. The theatre is it's a classic enterprise.
Now, listen, we've got to talk about Breaking Dawn Part 2. Now, is it finally finished? Because you've been finishing it for some time.
I've finished it so many times. I hope we're done now.
Because it must be like, do you say goodbye to everyone? It must be like a Cher concert, you know, like every time. Like, bye-bye, bye-bye.
That's what I think about every time I wrap a Twilight movie, is to share concert. That's my ultimate goal in life, actually.
And because this one, you are, am I right in thinking you are a vampire in this one?
Finally, yeah.
You finally become a vampire. Now, the last Twilight was quite raunchy, was quite out there.
Yeah, it was pretty full on.
Yeah. So, but now in this one, is there less sex? Obviously, you have a baby now. Well, no, vampire babies, they grow up so fast.
That's
you know,
true.
there's a lot of work involved in a vampire baby, I imagine.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. They, as soon as she becomes a vampire, they kind of ignore their duties instantly. They just want to bone. It's the most ridiculous situation. Really? You just had a child, really. I'm like, yeah, but this feels so good. I'm so sparkly. Yeah.
Because in the book, that when she becomes a vampire, she then becomes sort of like even more beautiful. Yes.
That's what happens when you die.
Yeah.
Every time I go to a woman's funeral, I want to have sex with the corpse.
It's the makeup. But Twilight's one of those movies, it took off in a way that no one could have predicted. I mean, it was just extraordinary. Because you've been in Hollywood, I didn't realise that you've been working as a child actor. Did you go to, I didn't know that, Kristen, you were the kid in Panic Room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, no, you were so adorable. Oh, no, no, no. And for some reason, Jodie Foster looks like Avatar. And she doesn't look like Avatar, but that's a weird picture of her. I don't understand it. But anyway, so this happens, then the success of
And again, someone was trying to kill you.
And you know, because you had been a working actress, you'd get in good roles, you were in movies, but suddenly you're on a different level. You know, you can get a movie made. Do you like that power, or does pressure come with that?
I really like to fight for jobs. I hate the feeling of suddenly being like, oh, well, you know, Kristen can have it because just because she can. You know what I mean?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Give me the job. I don't care if everybody's better than me. I want the job. Well, the parts for a Mexican. Yeah.
Because Kristen, because you've got two daughters.
Yes.
Are they big fans of Christians because of Twilight now?
My oldest sneaks and watches it a little bit.
How old is she?
She's 10.
Oh.
Yeah. She bit me last week, so...
are they going to be annoyed that you've met Christian without them? Because you're kind of their window into their heroes.
A little bit. There'll be, you know, took my oldest to a basketball game the other day, and she met Justin Bieber. Oh. And Bieber took off his shades and gave it to her.
Oh, get out of here.
And then,
They're gasping. They're gasping.
Yes, yes. And she put on the shades and went to school, and then she was pregnant. It was great. That Bieber kid's powerful.
Because Stephen, you tweet about, is it Harry, your son, that you tweet?
I've got two, but Harry's the eldest, yeah.
Because what was the thing at the market that...
Took him to Camden Market. He shouts, Jews! Jews! I'm like, he says, there are Jews everywhere. Daddy, you've got to get a Jew for Mummy. I was like, what? He said, Jews. And he pointed to, it was a jewellery store with jewels. Oh. For a moment there.
For a moment there, you thought your wife was sleeping with Mel Gibson.
I thought, I haven't got my Jew necks with me. Wow.
You're not the only one working in the medium of film. Chris Rock has a new film out. Yes, it does.
Yeah,
yes, it does.
Yeah. I got movies.
I am really excited to see that, by the way.
It's really good.
I love 2 Days in Paris so much. And
this is better.
Really?
It's better.
God, it must be good then.
I'm loving this. You're doing my job. Keep going. Keep going. Ask him about it.
I bite no one.
It's an unlikely movie for Chris. Is that I don't know why it would be unlikely that Chris Rock is in this movie, but it is. It's essentially it's a French.
It's
film.
Essentially a French movie, yeah.
Yeah, and it's you and Julie Delpy. She wrote it, directed it.
Yes.
And
yes.
you star in it together.
Yes.
And as you were saying, it's not quite a sequel. It's a follow-on.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the Twilight movies, not sequels. Following the story.
Yeah. 2 days in New York. So, roughly, what is
What
the
is it? Me and Julie Delpy are a couple. We have a couple of kids, and her parents are, you know, my in-laws are coming in for the week, and hilarity ensues, because, you know, they're French. And we think the French are so sophisticated, but these French, they're kind of ghetto French. It gets kind of funny.
And it is really funny, because I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what it would be, but it's really funny.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's
like, this movie doesn't suck.
Well, no, I didn't know what to expect, and I really enjoyed it. And Julie Delpy, she's easy on the eye.
She's great, and she lets me, like, touch her and feel her ass and stuff. You need that when you're doing a movie with somebody, to feel like a couple, you know?
Did she write the part for you?
She said she wrote the part for me. I think it was originally written for Queen Latifah, but after Queen Latifah passed, I was next on the list.
Because do you get offered many kind of... Because you're a romantic lead in this movie, really.
Yeah, I don't get offered a lot of romantic leads. No, I get, you know, quick-talking mailroom guy, cop with, you know...
Zebras.
Yeah, zebras, a lot of zebras.
Yeah. Wasn't there a thing where, like, Miramax called you in? Because, like, Miramax is posh.
Yeah, I remember the first time Harvey Weinstein called me up, and I'm thinking, oh, it's Harvey Weinstein, the greatest guy, makes some of the best movies in the world. You know, and, you know, the English Patient and the Piano and whatever. And I get in there, and it's like, hey, we got this movie called Rapper Bus. Driving a bus with a bunch of rappers. It's like, where's that English Patient file?
And the movie 2 Days in New York, it's opening here on the 18th of May. Next Friday.
Next Friday, yes.
Next Friday. And we've got a clip, and it's you and the family. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what are you doing here, man? I thought we lost you to Washington.
I'm in town doing a radio interview.
Okay. Hey, Justin, I want you to meet my girlfriend, Marion.
Oh, Justin, so nice to finally meet you.
And this is her family, Janelle.
Enchanté.
Rose.
Hello.
And Rose's boyfriend, Manu.
I'm Manu.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Hey, you know what? I'm doing my radio show in about an hour. Why don't you come and be on the air?
I'm catching the 420 to D.C., so...
Okay.
Maintenant, il travaille pour Obama.
I'd love to do it.
Pour Obama?
Please. Oh, please.
Actually, I meant to call you about Barack's visit to NY.
To have him on my show?
Well, slow down there. But
Okay.
No. But he's doing a press conference, and I think I can get you in.
Get out of here.
Oh.
No.
Yeah?
Oh, sweetie, that's so great. This is wonderful.
Is it true that Mingus, il va interviewer Obama? Oh, Mingus.
Good, Obama. Thanks.
He's so good looking, so much better looking than Sarkozy. Oh,
Sorry.
Socialist! Yeah!
I'm not really a socialist. No.
And if I may say so, you did a great job in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. That was like totally so funny.
That's not him. Can you sit down?
It's funny, it's good. No, you must be really pleased with it.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Good movie.
And in the movie, there are scenes where you talk to your good friend, Barack Obama.
Yes. I talked to a life-size cardboard cutout of Barack Obama and try to get advice from him.
Because you know Barack Obama,
I
don't you?
kind of do know Barack Obama.
Because it's interesting, because he just came out in favor of the gay marriage
I know.
thing.
I was like, maybe I'll marry a guy just to see how it is.
Now that we can.
I'll get a couple of wives.
Because that's so controversial, do you think he did that because he thinks, I'm not getting re-elected, or did he do it because he's so confident he's going to be?
I don't know. I just think, you know, when you have kids, you can't lie to your kids. And he said, I read today, you know, his kids have friends that have, you know, same-sex parents. I just took my daughter to a party the other day, and, you know, two guys, you know, same-sex parents. And he couldn't sit there as the most powerful man in the world and say that these people deserve to be discriminated against to his little girls, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think, you know, thank the children more than anything.
Yeah.
The children will make you find who you truly are and make you honest. And I think that's what happened. His kids made him honest.
That's good. You know, because the time, it's a controversial thing to say, and the timing's interesting.
It's controversial. It just shows you how screwed up the world is, though. That a man just goes, hey, I think gay people should be treated like everyone else. Controversy! What kind of world is this? It's so horrible.
Now, in terms of your daughters and meeting people, they're still waiting for their invitation to the White House, aren't they?
Yes, we have not gotten that in. You know, I was there not too long ago. But my daughters want me to arrange a play date with Sasha and Malia. And Sasha and Malia are a little older than my daughters. They're like, hey, you know, Sasha and Malia, you know, they're hanging with the Kardashians or something. Probably not. Yeah.
But I like the way your girls are aiming high.
My girls aim real high.
How can we use this Chris Rock connection?
They don't. Yeah, we go to Disneyland. They want Mickey to eat with us. Call Mickey up, Dad. See what he's doing for dinner.
And now, because are the girls good at school? Because you weren't very good at school, were you?
Oh, they're just horrible. No, they're great. They're great. They're smarter than me because I can't help them with their homework anymore.
At 10?
At 10. I dropped out like real.
At 9?
Yeah. So, you know my story at the coal mines.
Because, Christian, did you go to school?
Yeah, of course.
Because you don't seem like you went to school. No.
Yes.
Because you were on set when you were...
Jodie Foster was her teacher.
I started to do homeschool when I went to high school, but I went to public... I was miserable all through middle school and stuff, which is normal. I got to do the normal.
Yeah. You were unhappy like everyone should be. Excellent. Well done.
That's right.
Yeah.
So miserably unhappy. No. I just... I really liked independent study. I was able to, like, choose everything. I read on the road in freshman year because of it, and that's, you know, not something I probably would have been able to do in public school. So.
And now you're in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, very good.
I'm very excited about it.
Have you started filming that yet?
Yeah, we're finished. We're about to go to Cannes, actually.
Oh, right.
I'm going to Cannes.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
I'll see you next week.
Cool, man.
Stephen, are you going to Cannes? No, not going to Cannes.
I'm going to Canning Town.
But in terms of school, though, you went to a very posh school, didn't you?
Yeah, boarding school, yeah.
And you were quite a pretty child.
Well, for about a year, maybe. It was my first big break. My first lead role was in Beauty and the Beast. Playing Beauty. There were no girls in school. I had an auburn wig, a green dress. Flawless skin, what can I say? He looked hot for a 9-year-old boy dressed as a girl. There's no way out of that one, is there?
No.
No, he didn't look hot.
Well, one thing that happens to naughty boys in school is they get detention. You didn't know where I was going with that, did you?
No, I was scared for a minute there.
Graham's gone very dark in this episode of the show. No, they get detention, and there's a website that collects together the detention slips that kids receive. You know, the bit they've got to bring home and show their parents. So there's lots of reasons. Now, there's some classics of the genre in here. This one, so Joe's behaviour in class was inappropriate and unacceptable. He started with excessive chair squeaking and ended with farting in a student's face. That's quite an escalation.
Excessive chair squeaking.
Then I almost want to meet the child who did this next one. This next child, yeah. He was disrupting class, claiming to be the reborn Jesus and hitting another student with a Bible. Prove it isn't true.
How do you exactly? Yeah. How do you know he wasn't the risen Jesus?
Yeah.
Jesus has got detention now.
This is a teacher who sent this through. And remember, this is real. A teacher really typed this letter and gave it to a child to take home to their parents. Right? Alex consistently defied me. During class, he contradicted me numerous times, and I insisted that the length of 1 kilometre was greater than that of 1 mile. Right? Cut down. Although he was correct. Alex's actions show a blatant disregard for authority. A complete lack of respect for his school. In the future, Alex will be better off simply accepting my teachings without resistance. Please see if your son understands this. Isn't that genius?
Regards, Rommel.
Then back to more typical children. Drew large penis on whiteboard.
That's amazing.
Well done on the naughty children. Very good. We've got to hurry up. Stephen Mangan. I'm about to explain. Now you're going to be in awe. In awe when I tell you. Stephen Mangan, the first episode of the new series of episodes, just finished on BBC Two. A hungry public have flicked over to BBC One to see you again.
Friday nights are sorted.
Oh, absolutely. Because I hope you know, I'm sure I've told you, I love episodes.
Oh,
I really like the first series. And now, obviously here, it's just a comedy show. In America, presumably it's Matt LeBlanc's new sitcom.
Yeah, he's fairly famous.
Yes. Because we had him on recently, and, you know, so we know he's the most charming, self-effacing guy.
In public.
Oh.
He's lovely. Boringly, he's a really nice guy.
But to begin with, you weren't too sure of him, were you?
Well, you know, they're very famous, very rich guy, and you don't know what they're going to be like, you know, because fame is hard to handle, I think, if you're that, you know, famous.
Yeah.
And he, the first time I met him, we read for the part, we read together. He came up to me and said, I'm going to give you some advice. I thought, great, he knows what he's talking about. He said, don't suck. I walked off. I thought, Jesus, OK. So I didn't, obviously.
No, you got the part.
Got the part.
Now, we've got a clip of next week's episode. Matt, obviously, at the beginning of this, Matt has slept with your wife, and he's now trying to make amends.
I can't believe you let him give you a car.
He told me he was giving you one, too.
I didn't take it.
No?
The man destroyed our lives.
I know, but at least we're getting cars out of it. You know, a little revenge. Screw him, I'll take your bloody car.
She's right, screw me. Take the car.
If he's giving them to us.
He still has to pay for them.
Money means nothing to him.
Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration.
The man has his own jet.
I'm very comfortable.
Have you seen this, though?
I haven't seen it.
Well, is it on it's on
Showtime. Showtime
in the
over there,
States.
yeah.
And BBC Two on Fridays here. I'm loving it. Now, the other exciting thing, be prepared to be amazed. Stephen Mangan is in a new movie. Yes. Stephen Mangan is playing a postman Pat, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Postman Pat? Oh, no? No, explain Postman Pat to nice people who don't know Postman Pat.
He's a middle-aged male man with glasses and a ginger mullet. I suppose is the best way to describe him. He's a cartoon character.
Okay.
So they are making a movie of Pat, and he has a cat called Jess.
Yeah,
His
a black and white
cat.
Yeah, black, yes, portrait, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably the least sexy character ever written. I played Adrian Mole and Postman Pat. My wife is Who Have I Married? Not James Bond, Postman Pat. But there you go.
We've got a picture of you. This is Postman Pat. There he is.
Hey.
Oh.
Sexy.
Now, have you started doing the animation yet?
Yeah, we have.
And are you finding it easy, hard?
Well, I tried. I said, you know, if possible, can we all do it at the same time? Do you know what it's like recording one half of a conversation? It's, what do you mean? No. How dare you say that? So it's, you want to hear the lines of the other guy. So
can I just say that was excellent?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. But yeah, I've done a bit of it, and then they send it off, and the animators spend 4.5 years animating it, and then it comes. It takes it forever.
Because Chris Rock, you were brutally frank about the art of voicing animation at the Oscars this year.
Yeah, I hate it when actors say how hard it was, how much work went into my character. When you do animated stuff, no, here's what happens. You go in a booth, and somebody go, okay, what do I say? They go, time to go to the store. And then I go, time to go to the stove. You want to say it again? Okay. Time to go to the stove. What else do you want me to say? Say it's cold outside. It's cold outside. And then they give me $1 million.
And Stephen Mangan, you're also heading back on stage. You're starring in Joe Penhall's Birthday at the Royal Court in June.
Yes.
And are you nervous about going back on stage?
Well, no. It's been a couple of years. The last thing I did to play on Broadway for 6 months.
Tony nominated, ladies and gentlemen. Tony nominated. Didn't win.
Didn't win.
So to save your applause for any wins.
Didn't win.
Because you've done Broadway. You did a play.
Yeah, I've made people shit themselves.
Were you joking when you said the thing about learning your lines?
Oh, no, I wasn't joking, because when you do a play, you've done a play, you're not good enough yet. No. When you do a play, every day they have, you come in and there's this, they let you know how many lines you messed up. It's just a little, right? You get like a little thing of what lines you messed up every day.
Wow.
And the rest of the cast would have 2 lines or whatever, and I would have like an encyclopedia. Like the whole play. It's like, you did another play last night.
Did you ever know it?
I got it right probably 4 times in 6 months.
Some actors can't learn the lines. Richard Dreyfuss did a play in the Old Vic over here, and he just couldn't get the lines in. And it's hard. It's difficult to do. So he had an earpiece, and they were feeding the lines to him as the play was going on. And at one point, he looked like he was about to speak, and the girl Annabelle on the book said, "Hold," and he said, "Hold."
It is time to meet my final guest. This man has the hopes and dreams of the entire nation resting on his shoulders. Please welcome our Eurovision hopeful. It's Mr. Engelbert Humperdinck. Here he is.
Very nice to see you.
You're looking very trim, sir. Is this Eurovision match ready?
Yeah, I lost a few pounds. 16 pounds.
Yeah.
Worrying.
How many? 15?
60 pounds worrying about doing this, yes.
No, you're not. Are you not? You're not worried, are you?
I am. Don't forget I'm representing the country, so it's a little bit of a weight.
I know, but you don't normally do very well, so... I don't know if you've heard the song yet. You're doing the first TV performance tonight.
Yeah, this is the first one.
And it's a very sweet, it's a beautiful ballad.
Mm-hmm.
Are you worried, because you're singing first, that it might get lost in a sea of Euro, pop, baka-laka-laka?
I know, I'm glad I'm on first, actually.
I bet you are, yeah.
Because the simple reason is it'll be 12 o'clock this time when I go on in Baku.
Yes.
Right? So my voice will still be open, But if I waited till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it shuts down a little bit, so my performance might not be that good.
No, it's nice. And also, you go on first, then you get drunk. It'll be, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I have to stay moderately sober till about 4 in the morning. Now, annoyingly, you're not... Because you were going to be the oldest performer ever at Eurovision.
That's right, yeah.
And now those Russian bitches have come along. Now, here they are. Now, one of them... Well, are you 70? You're 76? 76. You look amazing, can I just say? Can I say, here's Engelbert at 76. One of these is 77. Now, it could be any of them.
I like the dress code. I think it's nice. The dress.
It is nice.
Yeah.
Do they unscrew in half and one fits inside the other? Is that how it works?
Oh, dear. Well, listen, Engelbert Humperdinck, it's time for music.
Thank
your
you.
first performance. So if you want to go over and join your guitarist,
I will.
he's
Excuse me.
waiting for you there.
Okay.
There goes Engelbert Humperdinck. So, this is it. Performing our Eurovision entry for 2012, Love Will Set You Free. It is Mr. Engelbert Humperdinck.
So graceful and pure, a smile bathed in light. No matter the distance, a miracle of sight. Though I should have known, I could not turn away. When faced with your beauty, no reason can stay. And as you kiss him in the moonlight, heavy words I say. If you love someone, follow your heart, 'cause love comes once, if you're lucky enough. Though I'll miss you forever and the hurt will run deep, only love can set you free. Trust in your dreams, run with no fear. And if you should stumble, remember I'm near. As a ghost I will walk, I look deep in my soul. I might find another, you give me that hope. So as you kiss him in the moonlight, with heavy words I say, if you love someone, follow your heart, 'cause love comes once, if you're lucky enough. Though I'll miss you forever and the hood will run deep, only love can set you free. Once, if you're lucky enough. Though I'll miss you forever, the hurt will run deep. Love will set you free.
Fantastic. Seriously, beautiful job.
Thank you very much.
Really nice job. Just have a quick seat at the end there.
Thank you.
We'll we'll...
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Love will set you free, and so will I, in just a moment. And, of course, if you want to get behind Engelbert, you can download that single and you can buy it as well. And I hope people get behind you. It's just...
Thank you.
Beautiful job. Really, really, thank you so much. Right, before we go tonight, this time for a story or two in the red chair. So, who's up first? Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. What's your name?
I'm Claudia.
Claudia, marvellous. And where are you from, Claudia?
I'm from North London.
North London, you say. Off you go.
Okay, so basically, when I was in my teens, I was like an athletic fanatic. I got to the Barnet Championships. These are like the
Barnet
championships.
Championships.
The Barnet Championships.
You guys
So I
don't
got
understand.
there. No, you do not understand. This is a big deal.
Yes.
Right, so I finally got there, and it's 110-metre hurdles. I'm up next. So I was going to do my warm-up, you know, brace myself, bearing in mind the 110-metre guys are, like, warming up, the hottest guys you've ever seen. So I was like, brace myself, looked them dead in the eye, was like, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, hurdle, me, crash, bang. Basically, I popped my cherry on a hurdle. I had a bit of a bruise for JJ, but things happen.
That isn't where I thought that story was going. Yeah. Wow. I popped my cherry on a hurdle.
I'd hate to be the next guy.
you jump really high.
Yeah. Instead of harder. Hurdle!
All right, another one. Hello, hi.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Alvin.
Alvin. And where do you live, Alvin?
West London.
West London. And you do?
I'm a cytogeneticist at Great Ormond Street Hospital.
What?
So, what time is it? Was I gone for long? It could be anything. I have no idea what that is. It's not a dinner party.
Right,
it's fine.
you could have said I'm Batman.
Right, your story doesn't involve your job, does it?
No.
That's all right, then. Off you go.
I was on holiday in France with my family when I was 16 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to my Walkman and the tape stopped. Batteries had died, so I went to buy some batteries. I went into 6 or 7 different shops. No one sold any batteries. Eventually, I came to a bar cafe. I didn't think they would, but I went in anyway. Went up to the barman who was cleaning glasses with a cloth and said, hi, I'm looking for batteries. And he said, he just looked at me sort of oddly and said, oh, wait. He went off to the back of the bar. He came back a minute later with a second man. And the second man came up to me and said, how may I help you? And
Beautiful. That was right, yeah.
I said, oh, I'm looking for batteries. And he said, yes, I am batteries. How may I help you?
That's a really funny story. You can walk. Come on. Well done, everyone in the red chair. Very good. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go in the red chair, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Thank you so much to my guests tonight. The lovely Engelbert Humperdinck. Chris Rock and Kristen Stewart. Join me next week with music legends Sir Tom Jones, Take That, Gary Barlow, and Hollywood star Will Smith. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Stay here for the Matt Lucas Awards. In 10 minutes, he's joined by Julian Clary and Maureen Lipman after tonight's winning numbers from the National Lottery. In a moment.